Nation, how we doing? Happy Friday. We're going live at a special time. We're gonna have a special guest with me on today. Normally we do 2 o'clock, which we already did today. So it's bonus, extra special live session. Friday's my CEO day, so I've been spending the day doing my social media content this morning, which was super fun, and then connecting with the people in my network who I keep a list of like the top 50 to 75 people that I want to stay in touch with. And just people who can move the needle for me. That I'm not always great at keeping in touch with people, so I basically just create an evernote on all the people that I want to. Bo is saying, "Am I the special guest? I'm special." Bo, it's your bedtime. It's your bedtime, Bo. Come on now, Bo, you got to get to bed. Anyway, we're gonna bring our special guest in and see how we can help. Here we go. I'm excited. You're gonna meet a very special entrepreneur. Here she comes. Ho ho!
Hey, I'm over here looking busted today. Sorry.
You're looking what?
I'm looking. I took my hair down, so.
What did you say? Buster?
Yeah, busted, like
Okay.
rough.
Oh, busted. Oh, okay, busted. I just said busted. Well, you got the hair company.
I know, and I'm over here looking rough.
What?
That's
okay.
I just took my hair down, literally.
That's okay. No worries.
It was time for me to take it down.
No worries. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Alexis Jones in the house. 2017 WNBA champion. She's part of a company that I invested into called Queens Gaming Collective, which supports women in gaming. And she's also got her own company called So Raw Hair. And we're going to talk about it, try to give her some advice. Welcome aboard, Alexis.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Cool. So what do you got? How can I help?
Okay, so I just started my own company. And the reason why I started is because, one, I buy hair all the time. Like, I always put hair in my hair for the games, and I always dreamed of, like...
In the games, too, eh? You do it in the games.
Yeah, I do. But I wear long hair. A lot of us WNBA wear long hair.
Yeah.
But I always go buy, like, $300-$400 hair, and I'm like, man, I can invest in my own. Like, I know what type of hair I like, and I can make it so much easier for me. And then I can also, show my other side of what I like to do with the hair company. Yep. So I just started this So Raw hair company, and the reason why we called it So Raw hair is because the hair is really raw. Like, it's really raw hair. So this is why sorry.
Meaning like looks the most
right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Meaning like it looks the most natural or what?
Huh? Meaning
it looks super natural?
Yeah, no, meaning as in like the hair, like there's different type of hair. There's virgin hair, the mink hair, but we have like the real raw hair, which is super thick on the ends of it, and it's like it doesn't shed at all. Like, it's the real legit hair. We got a good vendor for it and everything. So that's why we call it So Raw hair. And I just started 3 weeks ago, November 4th, and
cool.
I started online because of COVID. And right now I'm just trying to figure out how to like build my fan base, because I don't really have like the hair company fan base, and also bring that to the hair side, so where I can start getting sales and understanding how to do the marketing, like, like how much do I need to promote? What can I promote? Or the content, like, do I need a lot of, because I don't have a lot of content and pictures and stuff like that. I just have the same one. So I don't know how, like, I just don't know, like, I know how to advertise. I just don't know how to just get started and get people to wanting to buy.
Yeah. So what's the story behind it besides I'm spending a lot of money on hair, so I wanted to make my own version of it?
Well, the story behind it is, one, this. I don't never have my hair done. Like, so when I want some hair, I have to, like, I don't have time to go, like, I play basketball all the time. So I can't always, wait 2 weeks to get my hair done. Like, I always want it quick. So I just always been into hair. And my mom, my mom's sisters, they all grew up into hair companies. So it's just something that I feel like would be a great investment for me. And also I can give back to my own community too as well, like the Black community too. So I was like, I'm gonna sell my own hair, and I have the time and opportunity to do it now. So I wanted to get into it and learn more about it.
Well, you need to have an angle, so I went to the website, super quick, and listen, it's new, so don't stress. But just direction, right? So direction of the website, direction of your own IG, direction of the So Raw Hair IG. What's missing is the, like, who is this for and why it's so important.
Okay.
So you have a couple options. It could be the athletic side, right? Of like, hey, this is premium. This stays in while I'm shooting hoops. For any athletes who struggle with this, like, this is high end athletic hair, right? Option 2 is for the woman on the go. Your hair is never done. You don't have time to go to the salon. You can't go to the salon with COVID or, you know, the restrictions. But for the women on the go, this is it. It's going to look natural. It's high quality, right? Third option is you do the community play. You know, where you're from, what your family grew up in. I want to get back to my community. Like, any of those three are good potential paths. Right now, when you go and look at it, it's just, here's the pricing, here's the hair. There's no story to it.
Okay.
So we need to have the story, right? It's like, why did you join Queens?
I joined the Queens, because I was into gaming.
Yeah.
I was into gaming, and I play 2K all the time. So I was like, they came to me, and I started kind of getting like competitive, kind of like around COVID time. And then I finally got like an opportunity to like be a part of them, and told them like my story of who I was as like a WNBA player, and basically why I got into gaming.
So the attraction of Queens, the story with Queens, is what is, like, I got into Queens before Queens. Well, you did too. I mean, you got into Queens before Queens was ever a thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
You go to the website, there is no website. It's coming soon. But so how did they hook you in it? You know, they hooked me in it with the story of wanting to promote women in gaming. And, you know, I've seen what it can do to a lot of women in gaming. It's not a super friendly environment. You know, you in professional sports might be used to people yelling at you and fans screaming, but a lot of people aren't. And when they go into gaming, a lot of women are afraid to stream because they're going to be yelled at by the guys, and then they don't have a, you know, super thick skin yet. So I liked the story, and I put money into the company when there was nothing, just an idea, right?
Yeah.
Like, you've got a product. You've actually got something that people can order and they can buy and they can put in and it works. You don't have the story. Now, you do have a story, but it's just not anywhere that's visible. It just looks like another hair product without explaining the backstory. So you're on the website, right? Like, you took some pictures of it, but it doesn't even say your name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the fact that you're, you know, WNBA champion, that means something. Right? That you won a title, that is something. So especially if you're playing up the athletic line, it's like, hey, I'm an athlete. I play on the pro level. We've won a world champion. This thing stays in. You need to buy it.
Okay.
So which of the story angles feels the best for you? You got pro athletes. You've got busy mom or busy woman on the go who doesn't have time to do her hair. And the third one was like being part of the community.
Yes. So yes. That makes more sense. So to have a story, and the way to have the story, how do you does that mean by like a video, or does that mean
it's
like
the whole thing? But like, through those three things, what resonates the most? Those three options, what's the story that connects the most?
For me would be sports.
Okay.
The women in sports. So, but I also like women on the go, women who want to get their hair done too. So I like both too, because I think that's kind of goes with the sports and women on the go too.
What was your shoe? What was the message on the shoe?
Make them believe.
Make them believe. Like, I like that. Can you ride with that, or is that a Adidas thing?
No, that's mine. I made that up.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I mean, my slogan is believe. So we're aligned there. I like the idea. If you look at Nike, right? You're wearing a Nike hoodie. Nike's brand is the athletes, right? It's like pro sports. You're gonna be Kobe when you put on these shoes or this hoodie or whatever. But it's also the aspirational. So anybody playing street ball or any kind of athletics, or they want the Nikes, or people just want the Nikes even if they're not into sports because they look up to these people, right? The whole idea, like, you could have that if you make and believe the thing for the whole company, then it's about women achieving.
Yes.
Women achieving, women feeling accomplished, women having more self-confidence, right? I mean, you're not making them for me, right? I'm not I can't use your product, right? There's not a lot left up here. But make and believe as the slogan, as the aspirational, the athletes are using it, and then that trickles down to say, oh, if she's using it, I want to use it too. I want to be like her.
Yeah.
That's what Nike and all the great companies, that's what they're so great at with the branding. It's the story.
Okay. Yes. So I need to figure out to create a story in order to get people into wanting to buy the hair. And I can use that with I can probably use that with any content, pictures to post, anything, right?
For the website, for the product description, right? Not only that it's raw, like the Nike shoes have there's features in each shoe, right? I mean, they'll show you the thickness and they all do something, but there's a feeling. Like if you had that hoodie on and it didn't have the swoosh, it wouldn't feel the same.
No, it wouldn't.
It could be the exact same colors, same text, but it doesn't have the swoosh. It's just an ordinary hoodie. Decent quality. Even Nike doesn't necessarily have the best quality. They make a lot of low quality stuff too, right? They make the super high end, but they also make a lot of low quality stuff. But people still buy it because they want to feel like they're Kobe when they put on those sneakers or hoodie or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So same thing for you. Is like when your customers, like when I'm putting in the hair, I want to feel like I'm going to make people believe.
Yeah. Okay.
So
because I feel like I have my hair like I sweat, I do a whole bunch of stuff in my hair. Like I can wear it for my hair. I done wore my hair for like 3 months, and I think that's like probably too long for like most women, but that's good hair. And I know I have a lot of I've been wearing a lot of different women's hair, and a lot of those hair have been it don't last for me, or I don't like the texture of the hair. Like those has been my problems, or the hair is too thin. So I have to go to these different hair companies. I'm just at this point, I go find my own vendor and find what I like and give people back what and show them that I sweat. I do a lot of different things.
The problems that you're solving are great, like why your hair is a better quality, but you don't want to be in the feature comparison game, and you definitely don't want to be in the low price game. Like you don't want to be in the, hey, buy from me because I'm cheaper.
Okay.
That's not the path to win. I need to feel better about myself when I wear your hair. Okay. Like when I wear your hair and I'm going to go do whatever I do, and it could be in sports, but maybe it's single mom going to a job interview, her first job interview, and she needs to make them believe. She needs to make that person, a hiring manager, believe in her that she can do it. And by putting on the hair, that's the boost of confidence.
That's putting on the hair.
That's what it is. That's what you're selling. That's the brand.
Yes. Okay.
And then inside of that, it's a high quality product.
I never put that two and two together though. That's the thing.
Well, that's what we're here for. We're doing it.
I put the belief was into my basketball, my soul, my the dedication of what I'm going through and making people believe in that. But I never put it into so right here, make them believe. And then now you got all these different things coming up in my head about the different, I can still be me and still promote my product in a lot of different ways. Okay.
So Alexis, make them believe is not a basketball thing.
Yes,
it's an Alexis life thing. Like your friends, by hanging around you make them believe in themselves. So everything you touch is make them believe.
Yeah.
So the hair is just an extension of your friendship. It's like I get a motivational talk with you every time I put on the hair because I feel a little bit more like you.
Yes. Okay. So okay. I see. I have a
It's
different
coming.
vision.
It's coming. I
Yeah,
like it.
I like
So
it.
so so that just shifts. So now when I look at your website, when I look at each, the packaging, when I look at the actual hair when it comes, when I look at the box it comes in, when I look at your content, it's all through the lens of make and believe.
Okay.
And now you wear it when you're doing your games. I would try to, like, product seeding means you give your product to people who have influence. So I would try to seed the product with your friends who are in the league,
Yes.
who people could look up to as well, some of the recognizable names, maybe some of the past stars who have a bigger brand. Like, I don't know who's the biggest WNBA star of all time.
The difference between them, a lot of them don't wear that type of hair.
Okay.
So that would be like a makeover, literally.
Well, it's got to feel natural, right? And
So I have to
maybe
find
they're down
somebody.
for it, but maybe they're not, right? But that's it. Like, not everybody's going to be up for the style.
Well,
Okay.
Lexi Brown wears it, and Lexi supports me. So Lexi Brown was like going to be one of my marketing person for it, and then Kalani Brown that plays for Baylor. We went to school together. She wears hair too, so she's not a superstar in the league, but she has a good fan base, and she wears weave and stuff, like wigs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
So you start with your WNBA pals, and then you branch out. Like, who else is doing? Uh, Look at women athletes across America in different sports, and you reach out. Like, you could tell. You just look at their picture. You can tell how they're wearing their hair. You can make an edge. I probably wouldn't know if they've got a weave or not, but you do. uh, and so you reach out and say, "Hey, we've got it's performance hair, right?
okay.
If you wear your hair like this is the best version. Like, this is the highest quality product you can have." Uh, and you couple that with make and believe.
And it's crazy because I have somebody else to help me. Her name is Jasmine, and
Okay.
I brought her in because she's an esthetician. So she does makeup, she does eyelashes, she does everything. So the only
Mm-hmm.
thing that she doesn't do is like hair, but she has the facial product.
Mm-hmm.
So that she has the facial product too, what I wanted to mix in too. So but that was just like a slow way of like mixing it in kind of. But we also have like that I wanted to mix that in too. So that's why I'm glad like the make them believe is like just harping on all type of my ideas right now in my head.
It could be any, Alexis. It's anything. It's
Yeah.
shoes. It's hoodies. It's streetwear. It's hair. It's makeup. It's like whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. So I get it. So once I start doing all this, I think that's when I can start getting those that share and getting people to believe in what I really want to do, and that's gonna help that's gonna help my content make more sense of what I want to post and why am I posting it.
And you need to make women. It's make them believe. When you're putting on your hair, you gotta show how it makes you believe in yourself more.
Yeah, and I don't need, and I think, yeah,
I think even some cool video, even if it's not a real life shot, but if you're in the dressing room getting ready for a game, and part of your game ritual is you put on the hair. Like, I'm ready to step out on the court, but I don't do it without my hair,
exactly,
right?
yeah,
So the same
yeah,
thing in life. Like, I'm ready to, single mom's ready to step out on the court and go get her job interview. That's her stepping out on the court.
yeah,
But she's not doing it without the hair, because that's what makes her believe,
exactly. Because I
right?
can't go out here looking like this.
Right?
This is not gonna make me believe in anything.
Right? So, but that's a great piece of video content, right? Like, whether that's actually pregame, or you could just borrow the locker room, and pretend you're going out on the game and you're getting ready. That's what Nike and all the other brands do so well. Is most people who buy Nikes are not going to be in the NBA or WNBA or professional sports, right? It's
Yeah,
mostly the wannabes, but they feel like they're Kobe when they put on those shoes, right? They feel like a champion, right? Where if you stripped the logo off and just gave them the exact same shoe, they're like, what is that? It's just a shoe. So
Yes.
that's what we need for your hair, is that we're going to feel more confident and ready to step out onto the court of life with the hair. Like, that's our uniform. That's our cape. That's our superhero outfit right there.
Yeah, and I know I can probably put like I have a lot of content already where I can like probably put like snippets and videos of just like me and my hair in different ways of like me, me playing basketball with my hair down, like or just different. Okay, I have ideas, but
Yeah. So
yeah,
like, you just do it is then make it believe.
yes,
Make them believe. It's just your version of it. So Nike, if you look at their products, they will have a detailed description of what each shoe does and how it was scientifically engineered for the perfect whatever, which you should still have for your products, but it's the above is the brand. And your name needs to be on it. You know, that is,
name. It's okay for your name to be on it.
what do you mean? It's, of course, why not?
Well, I think what, yeah, name. Okay.
You're a WNBA player. That's awesome.
What do you mean by my name? Like, what do you mean by my name needs to be on it? Like, because we already have So Raw here, Make 'em Believe, Alexis Jones.
Whenever your picture is there, you don't necessarily need to be on the, like, in the brand every time, but whenever your picture is there, it's set, put Alexis Jones.
Got you.
You go to your website, you're there. You're on the front cover, all dolled up, awesome, but I don't know who you are, right? I mean, if it said your name, they might not even recognize you because you might look different than you do in game, right? So
Yeah.
Alexis, just like you do on your Instagram bio, Alexis Jones, and then 2017 WNBA champ.
Got you.
That
Got
you
you.
wear this thing, that means something.
Yes. Yes.
And then any of your friends who can do it, who also have any kind of, who also in the league or ex-league or won something, you put them in.
Okay. Bet. That makes sense. So, but what about, so when you do all this and then the promoting it, like on the social media base, like, I think that's another thing. Like when you promote it, I think sometimes it makes you feel like you don't get enough like looks and people to clicks on your page and stuff.
You need to show how it's actually a part of your routine and helps you believe,
Got you.
as opposed to just something you're repping, right?
Yes.
You can tell the difference when
Yes.
somebody comes on, is like, yeah, go buy cornflakes. It's great. But like, no, you love this thing. You need this thing. This helps make you believe. And so it's talking about it in a way that feels right, like a game time. You're getting ready for your game and you're putting this in.
Okay.
Or whenever you would normally put it in. Like, you go and you make a video saying, hey, I haven't gone to the salon in 3 months, and I got to go do whatever. I got to go do an Instagram Live or a Forbes release or something. I'm putting in my hair. Make them believe. Let's go. And at the end is always make them believe. Like, you tell a story, just do it. It's always at the end, right? It's like some story, some obstacle that's in the way, and then they overcome it, and then just do it. It's the same thing. It's like some story about something that you have to come up and face that is real, that's in your life. Like, I don't know what challenges you're facing on a day-to-day, but that's all potential content if you want to bring people a little bit into your life. And then at the end is always make them believe. And that tagline is way bigger than just a hair company.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Gotcha.
The hair company is step one. But that's easy, something you can partner with people. Like, you can partner with your beauty person to do a line. You can partner with a fashion company to do some fresh hoodies. You can partner with people on different projects that you feel comfortable with, right? Like, the makeup is going to be something you would actually wear, not just makeup because it's a deal, right?
Yeah.
The hoodie's got to be fresh in a way that you would actually wear.
Yeah.
But those can all be partnerships with people that you make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you streaming 2K?
Yes, I stream 2K, and I also got onto Fortnite, but I'm into what is APX. I don't know how to say it.
Okay.
It's another shooting game that I really like now too. But I am on 2K, but everybody, like, nobody's on the park no more because everybody's on the next generation. So I'm like kind of left out right now. So I've been getting on my shooting games.
It's the kind of thing like anytime you do a big win, like you win the Fortnite match, or you drain a long range three or whatever on stream. It's like make them believe. It's like becomes a thing that you say, right?
I
Like
never
you
thought
win.
about that.
You win the Fortnite, make them believe, right?
Yeah.
Like on stream, make them believe,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then whatever comes to mind. Like they told me I couldn't do this. They told me they told me I couldn't play. They said whatever the story is. Like they said women can't play games. They said XYZ. Make them believe, right? And
Make
then
them
just
believe.
you end with
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah. For
People
sure.
they'll get obsessed with that, right? I want to go buy your hair now, even though I'm never going to use it.
Yes, I gotta come out and do a video.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Just to have it next to me, so it's like make me believe, right? That's the branding. That's the thing, because I know there's a story. There's a deep story here, because you don't get to where you are and what you've done without hardship and without story, for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
So it's just you gotta let people in on it, and I think people will resonate. And if you can translate that beyond just athletics or professional sports to no, I'm walking out onto the court of life, and I need to make the people around me believe.
I don't think I'm like the first WNBA player to actually, if you probably could look it up, to ever come out with their own hairline company. Like that's and I'm young too doing it, trying to figure out how to figure out and do it
So,
too.
like that's a great promo piece for the brand, right? It's like they told me I was too young to do this. They told me that WNBA players aren't entrepreneurs. They told me that nobody's done this before and it can't be done, right?
Yes.
Make them believe.
Yes.
Right?
And the crazy part about it, I have the perfect picture for it. Now that I have it in my head, I have the perfect picture to like set it out and do everything. And like, I never thought about putting that piece into it. So that's going to definitely help out a lot to have a story. Because then it's going to be perfect. Because then while I have another business partner, we both can tell our different stories at the end of the day too. How she grew to come up and what she wants to do. And I can do my story to build, to get her fan base and get my fan base. And we can just keep going up. That makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, as long as her story relates to make them believe.
No, it does. At this point, anything is make them believe at this point. Like,
yeah,
we're believing in, we both have a story to tell. Like,
yeah.
So
yeah,
we just got to end it with this. And I think that's what we was trying to get out of trying to figure out, like, did we need to go get more product, put it in our hair, try to make a cute video and, and do different things like this, other than just being just real and, you know what I'm saying, getting to the nitty gritty and being like, yo, this is why we're doing this company. This is my story in the background. And like how I feel like I'm the first WNBA player to do it. I'm a Black woman doing it in the WNBA too, if you want to be honest, if we want to be technical. And I do it, I sweat and wear my hair all day, and I can lay it again, and there's nothing wrong with it, and I can brush it out, just make,
all the things, like they told me this, they told me this, they told me this, they told me this. They told me I was a girl couldn't do it. They told me a Black woman couldn't do it. They told me I didn't have the education. They told me I didn't have the money. They told me whatever, like whatever's real to you. I'm just kind of making stuff up, but like whatever is actually deep and real in your story, and that you're doing it. Like you're gonna go make them believe. Make them believe.
Got it. That's the piece right there. I think that's my biggest piece right there, to keep pushing it every single day, to have something to write about every single day, and to know what to post. And sometimes we can just go in there and be ourselves, So
you know what I'm super excited for? In 10 years, you're now the person investing into the next generation of WNBA entrepreneurs and showing them how to do it.
That's how I feel too. And like,
yeah,
And it's crazy because now, like me coming out with doing it, it's like I don't worry about like trying to be the first youngest player to do it and this and that. I know now it's like, oh, she's doing something. Let's see what she does with it. And I know I'm gonna do something with it. I have no problem with it. But I think like now, like I sit down and I have to really tell my story and be like, I am the first woman to do this in the WNBA. I am the youngest to do this in the WNBA. I am determined to show that women can be pretty and beautiful and sell hair to other businesses and believe in us too, that we don't have to be or a regular girl on the streets that don't sweat all the time to want to to be like that's what you have to buy. Like you can be athletic, fitted, you know
Yeah.
different type of shape, big, everything, and you can still buy hair from an athlete. There's nothing like I know about hair too, just as well as anyone else. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think that's like kind of like my story to kind of like tell
You, you just
too.
lead with the negative more, right? Like they told me I was an athlete, so I couldn't run a business.
Yep.
They told me I was whatever. They told me I sweat too much and I couldn't use a hair product or whatever, right? Like they
Or
told me this,
or
they
they
told me this.
basically tell you when you're a woman, if you're not a superstar, you're not gonna get a lot of endorsements. So, but now you have to make
Oh,
up your own
it's even better.
endorsements.
It's like they told me I couldn't get endorsements, so I made my own company. Like that's making believe, right?
That's
Right?
it right there. That's it. That's definitely the slogan
Right?
of the year.
That's making believe. I love
That's
it.
that's definitely the slogan of the year because that's definitely like facts. Like that's basically what they tell you. They told me because it like in my head it doesn't make sense why black women wouldn't want to come to a WNBA player and make us their ambassadors. That doesn't make sense to me. We wear your hair all the time. We sweat in it. We do a whole bunch of stuff in your hair, and we could. I feel like the athlete shows the real product because we sweat in the hair. Like like we sweat, we use it. We know exactly what the hair is gonna do, feel
Hmm.
like, if it's gonna last long, if it doesn't last long.
Hmm.
So like, yes, they did tell us that we couldn't be ambassadors for our own hair. Yes, I like that slogan.
Yeah. And now you're on a mission, right? That's the difference. Now I'm buying into
Hmm.
something real.
Yes.
And I get a great product. I mean, the product was always great, but now I'm buying into a movement.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you'll crush it. You just always see it through that. Just put those glasses on. Always
I
see it through
got it
that
now. I
lens.
got the glasses on now though. Like this is this is a good start. I think this is a great start. I think this is the next step for like I think it's gonna help us build our content more without saying without trying to be like others. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Be more like us and use what we have and not try to go do more photo shoots and like just be me. Just be us at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
I think this is a great content for us because I think we have a lot of content for this of us being personable,
Yeah.
and I think this is dope
Even lean into that. Like they told me I had to be perfect to sell hair. They told me I had to have a fancy photo shoot.
to have hair.
Yeah, to sell this product. And then you film from your bathroom or something. Like you just film in just normal areas where all the other companies are like fancy stiletto heels, like
Yeah,
in the
like they
North
do.
Pole or something, right?
Yeah, they do all that stuff, and it's cool. Like I like all that stuff. Like I love to dress up and doll up. Like that's my thing to do when like if I could do it every day. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have that as a job, but that's just not reality right now. But like I think that was our vision of like, oh well, we need more product to show them all the stuff we got behind doors so people can buy it. And in my head I'm just thinking like, well, one is COVID, two, I don't want nobody to rob me. I don't want nobody knowing all the product I got up in my house. Like that was my thing. Like, yeah, I got the product, but I don't want everybody to know. Like that's cool. Like I like at this point, I can get you the product. That's not the problem. Like we
Hmm.
don't have a store to be, to just be doing all to be.
But it's the same thing. Like they told me I needed a store.
Yeah, like that just doesn't
Make and
make
believe. You don't need a
sense.
store. We're gonna make it happen.
Make it happen. Make it
Yeah,
happen. Make
we're
it
gonna
happen.
make
Yeah.
them. They told me I needed a store. They told me I needed a degree. Make them
They
believe.
told me,
You got lots of it.
man,
Any hardship, any adversity, like you just throw it up there.
man, I got now, like, we can make our own, like, I think now I can do like a photo of just saying like a lot of different things, a lot of different slogans, and I can just post those slogans probably like with our pictures on it, with different pictures of just like, they told me I could do this with the hair in our hair, make them believe, like just give all those different slogans of like, of telling my story in a different way, besides putting it in a comment, but do it as in a way of like it's a meme. Do you kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Play with it for sure. But it's
Like I
got to
wanted,
show. It's got to show like the doubters, the haters, the
yes.
the
So
people
like
who
I can,
told you couldn't make
yes,
it.
yes. That's why I'm thinking like make it to where like there's a photo, but I want people to really read it as in like now like it could be like a quote too in a way, but they really can read it. So it's just like we have all these memes like they told me I was a WNBA player and y'all didn't want to buy hair from me. Here goes this beautiful picture of why you can buy hair from me. Then here goes another picture. They told me that I couldn't be pretty and dolled up and sell my own hair. Boom. Like just all these different memes that we just keep posting every single day, but it's of our businesses, and just keep posting them every day to get people to understand like why are we doing this, and then, just
Yeah,
take it
yeah.
on the back end with different things.
The key is every time when you're about to post that content, it's got to feel real,
Yes. Every time we post the content,
right?
it has to feel real.
Like your heart is the ultimate test. Does it feel real to you, to Alexis,
Yeah.
right? Not just because you can get ideas from other people's channels or pages like, oh, that's a good meme post, but it's got to actually feel real for
Yes.
you because
Yes.
you're the brand. Your heart is the brand. So it's
I,
your story. And if it's your partner or also if you have an athlete that you're now giving it to and they're going to help promote it, what is her make and believe story that you connect with, right? So maybe it's like they told me I was too overweight to be an athlete. They told me I was too short to play ball. They told me I was whatever, right? Make and believe. And that might not be your story, but it's their story and you're like, yeah, I feel you.
I
Like
think
I feel
you done
you in
hit
your
something
story.
now. You didn't hit a
I
button.
feel you in your story even though it's not mine, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you feel that connection to somebody else, like you pull those pieces out and that's what you share on your content.
And that's going to be good because then it's going to let other people share their story too.
Yeah. You're giving people permission to believe in their dreams.
Yes. And to believe in whatever they want to believe in. I like that. That's what's going to build the fan base. That's going to build everything, the context, everything. And that's what's going to bring the people that I want from my fan base too, to understand why I'm doing this. And I'm not just doing it because whatever y'all think or whatever cause that y'all want to do it. So I think, yes, I'm happy. I needed this.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the progress.
Thank you. I really appreciate this a lot. This is very meaningful, and I think it's definitely going to help me because I think the content was like our biggest start to like trying to understand how to get the sales kind of, and to keep everyday posts alive without being like, yo, we need to go spend, get all these people that want to do pictures. And like now I have people who want to do pictures and stuff. So now I'm just like, yeah, I can go get dolled up all the time. That's cool, but that shouldn't have to be, like our motto to keep making money, like to get people to sell. Like there has to be another way that we have the pictures that we already have to get people to understand, like we have the product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This
You're
is why
showing real life. You're showing real life. It's real life.
yeah.
And sometimes real life is getting dolled up. You're not anti getting dolled up.
Yeah,
You're
no.
not saying like getting dolled up is the enemy or the devil or
Yeah,
something.
no.
You're just showing real life, and that's a piece of real life, but it's not the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Thank you. I
All right,
appreciate this a
Alexis.
lot.
Cheering you on. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Good luck. Ciao.
Bye.